Experience the beauty of Islam and bring happiness into your life with our app One Islam TV. You will have access to a wide variety of interesting documentaries, inspiring lectures, and so much more. Download One Islam TV from the Apple or Google Play Store today.
We all know that there is a very strong relationship between Ramadan and the Quran. We all know that the Quran was revealed in the month of Ramadan. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, many people refresh their relationship with the Quran in the month of Ramadan. They reconnect back with the Quran in the month of Ramadan. But inshallah ta'ala, we want to make it a habit that to connect with the Quran all through our life, not only in the month of Ramadan. Because the Ilah of Ramadan, the Rabb of Ramadan, is the same Rabb of Sha'ban and Muharram and Safar. Same Ilah. And we are Muslims and mu'mins inshallah ta'ala, not only in the month of Ramadan, but through the whole year inshallah. But we want to take advantage of this month inshallah to reconnect with the Quran, so it can be a habit from now on. After Ramadan inshallah ta'ala, it will be a habit that I have a very strong relationship with the Quran. I will dedicate some time on a daily basis and read or understand and maybe also memorize some parts of the Quran. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he told us in the hadith that every letter of the Quran is one hasana, and the hasana is multiplied by 10, so that means every hasana, every letter is 10 hasana. Yani when I say Alif Lam Mim, 30 hasana. Allahu Akbar. So the hasanat are flying all over. We have to just grab them. And this is the month that everything is multiplied. Only Allah knows how many hasanat you get for every letter. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. So this month of Ramadan, this Ramadan could be my last Ramadan. So I am going to take advantage of every single moment. I'm not going to waste a moment. This could be my last Ramadan. We had so many brothers and sisters with us last Ramadan that we lost them. They are not here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon them. So this could be my last Ramadan. I want to act every single day of Ramadan as if it is my last day, inshaAllah ta'ala. This way, I will take advantage of every moment and I will try to accumulate as many hasanat as possible. Now, many brothers and sisters, they say that we do not have time to read the Quran or to finish the whole Quran in Ramadan, at least one time. I know some brothers and sisters that mashallah they finish 3, 4, 5 times. They finish reading the Quran. And I know some people that read the Quran once reading and they do one more time with tadabbur. And I know some people that also every single year they memorize 3, 4, 5, 6 surahs in Ramadan. We want to be among one of these people. So inshallah ta'ala, tonight I'm going to try to prove to you that is very easy for me and you and for every Muslim inshallah ta'ala to at least finish the Quran in reading at least once in the whole month of Ramadan. Finish reading the whole Quran once, and subhanallah, you could imagine the amount of hasanat that you will get for doing that. So are you ready for the Ramadan Quran challenge? Okay, so I'm going to put on the screen, this is the challenge, and I want everybody to take that challenge, and I'm going to go into details to prove to me and to you and to everybody who complain I cannot read the Quran, that you will be able to finish it at least one time. Okay, Bismillah. So we have 24 hours a day, right? That is known to everybody. We have 24 hours per day. And we have 30 days in Ramadan, so 30 days times 24 comes out to 720 hours in Ramadan. 720 hours in Ramadan. Now, we sleep at least, let's say, 8 hours a day. And I'm going to exaggerate in everything to make sure that we will all finish the Quran at least once. 8 hours a day we sleep in Ramadan. Let's assume 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day times 30 days comes out to 240 hours per Ramadan, per month. Okay, so if we deduct the 720, remember, we had 720 hours in Ramadan total. We take from them 240 hours of sleeping, we have 480 hours left. Okay? Now, let's say you work every single day. I'm going to consider no weekend, no rest. Every single day you work. Again, 8 times 30, 240 hours. Again, we have to deduct from the 480. Keep in mind, many people are not working these days. Many people they take off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Many people take Sunday off. But I'm going to calculate that every single day, every single one watching us is going to be working 8 hours a day. So that is 240 hours. We deduct that from the 240. We have now from the 480. Now we have 240 hours left. You still with me? Okay. Now, if every salat, let's assume we have 5 salawat a day, and usually the good salat is 7 to 8 minutes. But let's say that every salat is 10 minutes, mashallah. We're gonna try to achieve khushu' and have a beautiful salat in Ramadan. Let's say every salat is 10 minutes. 5 times 10 is 50. With the sunan and everything, let's make it 1 hour. 1 hour in 30 days, that's 30 hours. Taraweeh, 2 hours a day. Let's assume you're going to pray 2 hours, but I'm going to also calculate that the Taraweeh is also 2 hours a day. That is 60 hours, okay? Plus eating, and I want my young brothers and sisters to also play a little bit. Eating, playing, cooking, anything that you're doing, going here, going there. Let's also give it 2 hours. That's another 60 hours. So 30 hours for Salat, 60 hours for Taraweeh. MashaAllah, which is also ibadah, great, and 60 hours of anything else during the day. Somebody's cooking, maybe somebody is studying, whatever. 60 hours. That comes out to 60 and 30, 150 hours between praying and Taraweeh and everything else. Now we deduct that from the 240, we have 90 hours left. 90 hours left. And as you have noticed, my brothers and sisters, I really exaggerated a lot because I want you to feel good. And I want everyone to know that it is doable to read the Quran at least once. You're with me? 90 hours left. Okay. 90 hours. Let's say that it takes 4 minutes to read a page. Actually, an average person who read the Quran, it takes between 1 minute to 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a half. But I gave 4 minutes to consider everyone. The person who is a little bit slow, the person who just learned to read the Quran, we gave it 4 minutes a page. 4 minutes a page, that's a lot of time really. 4 minutes a page is really very comfortably, you could finish 1 page. There are 604 pages in the Quran, 604 pages in the Quran. That means 2,416 divided by, that means if you do 4 minutes a page times 604 pages, that comes out to 2,416 minutes, right? Divided by 60, how many hours we have? 40 hours for 1 khatam of the Quran. 40 hours you need to finish 1 hour of the Quran, to finish 1 khatam of the Quran, the whole Quran, if it takes you 4 minutes to read 1 page. If we do the simple math, that means we have 90 hours left, 40 hours a khatam. you can easily finish the Quran in Ramadan twice. And you still have 10 hours. With working every single day, with 4 minutes a page, with all that hours that I calculated, we find out that we could finish the Quran twice. And I don't want twice, we only want once. Yani that means 8 minutes a page. That means you're working every single day, 16 hours. So you still can finish it once. If you go according to the formula that we just did, it shows with numbers, with proof, that we can finish it twice. But let's assume that we are extremely busy people, we have no time to do this, to do that, we can at least finish it once. Brothers and sisters, please remember, every letter is 10 hasana. Let me ask you a question. If you were told that every letter is $10, how much Quran would you read every day? Exactly. Well, the dollars are only beneficial here, and I might not even enjoy them. But the hasanat, they will benefit me here, they will benefit me under the ground in my qabr, and they will benefit me in the day of judgment. And like we said before, say la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, so can Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change our situation from people who do not read the Quran to people who read the Quran. Because la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, it changes the condition of people from sickness to health, from poverty to richness, from misguidance to guidance. Subhanallah. So similarly, maybe some of us have deserted the Quran for a long time, and alhamdulillah, Allah is very forgiving, my brother. Allah is very forgiving, my sister. So let's go back to the Quran. This is the month of the Quran. Beside reading the Quran, maybe pick one surah. For example, I suggest Surah Al-Mulk. If you can, Surah Al-Mulk is 30 ayah. 30 ayah. One ayah per day. How about that? That's another challenge. Today we have a Quran challenge, right? One ayah per day. One ayah per day. And you finish the month of Ramadan and you have Surah Al-Mulk. You have Surah Al-Mulk in your bag. Allahu Akbar. The Surah Al-Mulk that Rasulullah said, whomsoever recited every night, he will be protected from the fitna of the qabr, from the fitna of the grave. Allahu Akbar. Another challenge, brothers and sisters, please try to memorize Surah Al-Mulk or any other surah. I just gave an example, but whatever you can handle. But we want to leave Ramadan as a better Muslim, inshaAllah ta'ala. As a better Muslim, inshaAllah ta'ala. Now, when can I read the Quran? You can read the Quran at any time, right? But there's a small formula. If you can apply, inshaAllah ta'ala, that will be great. That will help in the presentation we just gave. After every salat, 4 pages. 4 pages after every salat. After or before, whatever you want. 5 salawat, 4 pages, 20 pages a day. That is 1 juz' per day. 30 days, done. And insha'Allah ta'ala, that will become a habit. And now, from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is that the Quran, we have it in our pockets, subhanallah. So I finish the salat, I am at work, maybe I don't have a Quran with me, I take the phone and I read. Subhanallah, I read. And this is a ni'mah that Allah will ask us about, this cell phone and all these apps in it. We will be questioned about these ni'am. So use that phone that you have for reading Quran or any Quran that you have, inshaAllah ta'ala. Dedicate, tell yourself, I have to finish those 20 pages a day in order to finish the Quran once a month. And you tell yourself, I will never go to sleep until I finished those 20 pages. Maybe after one salat I was lazy, I could not do the 4 pages. Maybe after one salat I got extremely busy in a meeting or this and that, I could not finish my 4 pages. So before I sleep, I'm going to finish all the pages I missed during the day. No way, I'm not going to sleep. This is a promise. Until I finish my 20 pages a day, or 1 juz a day. So, my brothers and sisters, hoping that with this, inshallah ta'ala, we will reconnect with the Quran, and this the whole idea is for this not only to be done in Ramadan, for us to be in love with the Quran. Wallahi, no one who had a relationship with the Quran except he will see the barakah in his life. The more you are attached to the Quran, the more barakah, the more blessing you will see. The more blessings you will see. Subhanallah. So this is the best time to reconnect. And to make a promise, Ya Allah, insha'Allah, with your help, Ya Allah, after Ramadan, I will continue with this beautiful habit that I established in this Ramadan. This way we will feel that, this Ramadan was different. This Ramadan was a special Ramadan for me. This is the Ramadan I started finishing the Quran at least one time. You might get lazy in the middle of Ramadan, because we all go in the beginning full power, and then we get lazy, and then we get back the power again and the energy again in the last 10 nights. But insha'Allah ta'ala, we will keep reminding each other during the month of Ramadan so we can strengthen our relationship with the Quran, with the word of Allah. When we keep mentioning the words of Quran, we say the ayat, we forget one thing that is amazing. These are the words of Allah. Allah actually said these words. We are so blessed to be from the people from the Quran. We are so blessed to be from the Ummah of Mohamad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We have to reconnect with the Quran. And the first step is to read, and insha'Allah ta'ala, to also make my intention that my next step is also to understand the Quran. To understand the Quran, read, understand, implement. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the Quran intercede for us on the day of judgment, like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam promised. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us from the people of the Quran, from Ahl al-Quran, from the people of the Quran. May Allah Azza wa Jal make it easy for us to read it, understand it, and apply it. May Allah Azza wa Jal make the Quran the spring of our hearts. May Allah Azza wa Jal make the Quran our guide in this dunya. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us apply every single word in it before we leave this world. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah bless you all.
Introducing One for Kids TV, the #1 rated Islamic children's app in the world. Get ready for a world of fun, education, and value-based entertainment. Join thousands of families worldwide who have rated it as a top app for Muslim children and embark on an exciting journey of learning and fun. Download the One for Kids TV app now from the Apple, Google, and Amazon stores today.